Kitty can play video games for 2 hours straight. Kitty can scroll through Cat Talk until her paws cramp. Kitty can binge an entire Netflix season and call it just one more episode. But ask Kitty to sit down and study for 30 minutes. Suddenly, Kitty acts like she's being forced to bathe in the sink. Starting a side project, Kitty promises to work for an hour, but 5 minutes later, she's already wandering toward the kitchen, pretending cleaning the counter counts as productivity. Here's the paradox. Kitty actually knows, deep down, that studying, exercising, or even organizing her space would bring long-term rewards. But Kitty still prefers the quick hits: video games, social media, TV. Why is that? Why do some kitties seem motivated to tackle hard stuff every single day, while this kitty would rather nap in a sunbeam? And the big question is, can we trick the kitty brain into liking hard things? Part 1. Dopamine. The answer starts with a tiny chemical inside Kitty's brain, dopamine. People often call dopamine the pleasure molecule, but that's not quite right. Dopamine doesn't make Kitty feel pleasure. It makes Kitty want. It's the craving chemical. Think of dopamine as a laser pointer dancing across the floor. Kitty hasn't caught it yet, but the mere sight of it gets her pouncing. Part 2. Rat experiments. To understand how powerful dopamine is, let's look at Kitty's distant cousins, the lab rats. Scientists once gave rats a lever. Every time a rat pressed it, electrodes zapped their brain's reward center with dopamine. The result? The rats went wild, pressing the lever over and over for hours. They forgot to eat. They forgot to sleep. Some even pressed until they collapsed. Then scientists tried the opposite. They blocked dopamine in the rats' brains. Suddenly, the same rats became so lazy they wouldn't even get up for food or water. They weren't sad. If food was placed directly in their mouths, they still chewed happily, but they had zero motivation to move for it. Here's the scary part. Kitty's brain works the same way. Dopamine isn't about enjoying the treat. It's about motivating Kitty to chase it. Part 3. Dopamine tolerance. Kitty's brain has a rule called homeostasis. It always tries to stay balanced. Too hot? Kitty sprawls on the tile to cool down. Too cold? Kitty curls into a fuzzy ball. Same with dopamine. When Kitty floods her brain with video games, junk food, and endless scrolling, the brain adapts. It dials down dopamine receptors. Just like a drinker who needs more wine to feel tipsy, Kitty needs bigger dopamine hits just to feel normal. It's like eating fancy gourmet treats every single day. But soon, if someone offers Kitty plain kibble, she sneers, "Ugh, boring. Where's the tuna drizzle?" So when Kitty sits down to study, her brain compares the flashing lights of video games versus a dull textbook. Just one sad laser dot. No wonder studying feels unbearable. Kitty's brain has recalibrated. This is called dopamine tolerance. Her brain isn't broken, just spoiled by too many treats, and no longer cares for the regular stuff. Part 4. Dopamine detox. Kitty decided to try something radical, a dopamine detox. Imagine Kitty feasting on salmon treats at a 5-star buffet every single day. After a while, plain kibble feels like an insult. But if Kitty gets stranded with no food for a while, suddenly, that same kibble tastes amazing. That's the logic behind detox. Take away the constant artificial treats, so that simple things like reading or cleaning start to feel rewarding again. There are 2 ways Kitty can detox. Number 1, radical detox. 1 full day. No phone, no internet, no games, no junk food. Kitty sits with boredom. And when boredom hits hard, suddenly journaling or reading starts to feel fun. Number 2, light detox. Kitty loves games, so turn work into 1. Make tasks into levels. Earn treat points. Keep a checklist. Every small victory earns Kitty a treat coin. Number 2, start small. Kitty hates climbing mountains, but she doesn't mind one tiny step. Trick: just do it for 2 minutes. Once Kitty starts, momentum kicks in, and she usually keeps going. Number 3, instant treats. Kitty thrives on quick rewards, so after finishing a task, give her a mini treat. 1 page written? Snack time. 20 push-ups? Watch a short video. Small wins keep Kitty hooked. Number 4, Kitty squad. Kitty alone is lazy, but Kitty in a squad? Motivated. When Kitty studies with friends or works alongside others, she doesn't want to be the slacker cat. Accountability works wonders. Number 5, identity shift. Kitty acts according to identity. If she says, "I'm lazy," she stays lazy. If she says, "I'm disciplined," she starts behaving that way. Behavior follows belief. Part 7, the choice of treats. At the end of the day, dopamine isn't the enemy. It's the reason Kitty hunts, plays, and thrives. The question is, where does Kitty get her dopamine? From endless scrolling and snack binges? Or from growth, learning, and real progress? Kitty doesn't need to destroy dopamine. She just needs to crave the right treats. Kitty doesn't naturally like hard things, but with detox, smart rewards, and a few tricks, hard things stop feeling like torture. So next time Kitty stares at her to-do list, she remembers, it's not about forcing discipline. It's about outsmarting the kitty brain. The only question is, which treats will Kitty choose? The kitty says thanks, like this video. Toss her a subscribe. It keeps the treats coming.